right, you know what time it is. Live from the BearMuscle Garage, it's time for Fit Crew. What do we got in store for you today? Let's go ahead and share this on screen. So, in today's episode, we've got a battle for you. We're going to be doing, in a 2-minute round, 8 ring muscle ups, and then as long of a handstand walk as we can do until 2 minutes are done. And then we're going to rest 2 minutes, and then we're going to do that again for a total of 5 rounds, going back and forth. We're going to divide this into 2 heats, and it's going to be awesome. Although you may be looking at this thinking, awesome, what do you mean? I don't have rings. I can't get into a handstand, much less a walk. Don't worry, guys. As always, we're going to warm up really well. And we're going to go through all the options that will allow you to do this workout or your version of it right where you are, using what you have and doing what you can. But let's go ahead and start this general warm-up. Here we go. Let's get some arm circles going back, arm circles back. And as you know, my name is Coach Chris. I am a level 3 CrossFit trainer, which means I've logged thousands of hours over many years, helping many people just like you live their best life through health and fitness. Let's move on to arms across the chest. Hug yourself, love yourself. And it's just been so awesome to see how this Fit Crew family, how this Fit Crew program has helped hundreds of our Fit Crew family all around the world to live their best life. Let's move on to the wrist wave. Some of you have been doing this program for months, for years, and really seeing some strides in your health and fitness, mental, emotional, and physical. Let's go ahead and move on to some high knees. High knees into chest. And we could also throw in some high elbows. And it's just also amazing to see how our improved fitness has helped us in all areas of our life. Many have reported better family relationships, more productivity at work, being more present, being more available to those who are most important to them in other areas of their life. Let's go ahead and move on to some calf raises. Up on the toe, back on the heel, up on the toe, back on the heel. Or if it works better, we can do some wrist extensions like this. And all of this starts with understanding our why. Why am I doing this? And our why is much deeper, much more important than a goal weight or an outfit that we want to fit into or looking like him, her, or anyone else. Our why starts inside. Who do I need to be? Who do I want to be? After we dig deep and figure out that why, that's what helps us to come back and do the thing day after day, week after week, month after month, working toward the best version of ourselves. Let's go ahead and move on to some jumping jacks. Or we could do some stepping jacks if we want low impact. And so how has this program helped you? That's what we want to know from you. After today's workout, please drop a comment or send me a message. Or most importantly, please tell a friend how this program has helped you. Invite your friend to participate with you. We look forward to seeing you and your friend in the very next opportunity. Let's go ahead and take a break from this warm-up, guys, and we're going to move on to the activation phase, which is where we're going to do a couple different moves that are going to help us to get specifically ready for today's workout. So the first move we're going to do is some Supermans. And let's go ahead and have Reb demonstrate 2 Supermans for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then the Superman are going to look like this. So let's everyone join in and let's do 10 Supermans together. So a couple things to keep in mind. We are laying face down. We've got those arms out in front of us, legs back, and we are raising those arms and those legs, holding the top there for about 2 seconds before coming back down. And this is super important to dial in that arch position, which is very important in our program. And so good job here on these Supermans. Next, we're going to do some reverse plank ups. And let's go ahead and have twin one demonstrate 2 reverse plank ups for us. And if we're doing this from the seated position, then the reverse plank up is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in here and let's do 10 reverse plank ups together. Now it could be that this is a bit hard on our wrist, in which case we could choose to do the glute bridge instead. And let's go ahead and have Denise, twin one, demonstrate 2 glute bridges for us. We are going to lay on our back, pull the feet in super close to the hips, squeeze those glutes, get the hips as high as we can in the air, getting higher and higher each rep. But if we're doing this as prescribed, we've got those hands to the side, we are squeezing those glutes, getting the hips as high as we can in the air, getting higher and higher each rep. And we want to think fast up, hold the top, slow on the way back down. So good job here on these reverse plank ups. Next, we're going to do some bird dogs. Let's go ahead and have you know who demonstrate 2 reps of the bird dog for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then the bird dogs are going to look like this. So let's everyone join in here and let's do 10 reps of the bird dog together. Now, it could be that this is a bit hard on our wrists and knees, in which case we may choose to do the dead bug. And let's go ahead and have bird dog demonstrate the dead bug for us. And this is going to be where we are laying on our back. We've got the arms in the air, knees in the air. And only difference here, bird dog, let's just make one correction. So the other arm is going to stay pointing up while the other one comes down. And that definitely does take some practice, take some brain power there. But we're lowering opposite arm, opposite leg. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and have twin one demonstrate here. And you're not alone. It is definitely super hard to get the coordination down for this dead bug. And so we've got the arms in the air, knees in the air, lowering opposite arm, opposite leg, while keeping the other arm pointed straight up. And that definitely takes a little bit of practice to get that down. But either way, if we're doing the bird dog as prescribed, then we're on that hands and knees, raising opposite arm, opposite leg, holding the top there for about 2 seconds. So good job on these bird dogs or dead bugs, whatever you choose to do. Next, we're going to do some walk the floors. And let's go ahead and have twin one demonstrate 1 walk the floor for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then the walk the floor is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in and let's do 5 reps of the walk the floor together. Now, it could be that getting all the way down to the ground is a bit of a challenge for us, in which case we have some options. We can do the walk the floor down to the plank. And let's have twin one demonstrate here. So we're going to walk out to that plank position without hitting that push up, going back. And then we're going to reach back at the top. Or we could do this off of an incline. So we could do this off a counter or off a sofa. We have our feet up against the object there. Then we're going to take a big step back and then a big step forward, and then we clap overhead. But if we are doing this walk the floor as prescribed, we are walking it out, getting the chest on the ground, raising the hips first on the way back up, getting to a fully standing position, then reaching back at the top. And so good job on these walk the floors. Next, what I'd like you to do is let's go ahead and grab a light kettlebell if you have one. By light, I mean 10 pounds or less, 5 kilos or less. Now, if we don't have a light kettlebell, then any other light common household item will do, preferably something with a handle today, such as an empty water jug, laundry detergent jug, empty orange juice jug, or an empty purse. And if we don't have anything with a handle, then sure, we can grab a light dumbbell, a shoe, a pillow, a water bottle, a teddy bear, as long as it's super light. So with this light kettlebell in hand, we're going to do some single arm deadlifts. And let's go ahead and have Reb demonstrate 2 reps of the deadlift from between the feet for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then the deadlift is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in here and let's do 10 reps of the deadlift together, 5 on each arm. So a couple things to keep in mind. At the start of the deadlift, that object is going to be on the ground in between the feet, and we're going to take a deep breath in, drive the ground away until we get all the way up to a fully standing position with those shoulders back at the top. And of course, we're going to brace that core on the way up and on the way back down. Going to squeeze those abs to make sure we keep a nice neutral spine there. And so good job on these deadlifts. Next, we're going to do some strict press. And let's go ahead and have Twin 1 demonstrate a couple reps of the strict press for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then that strict press is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in and let's do 10 reps of the strict press, 5 on each arm. So a couple things to keep in mind. How are we holding this kettlebell? The proper way to hold it is from underneath the handle like this. And I want us to initiate the strict press from the chest. So we're holding it at the chest here and then going from chest to overhead. But either way, we're holding it from underneath the handle, not from the overhand position. And we are pressing that kettlebell until we get that bicep up into the ear and then back down, getting that full range of motion each time. And so good job here on the strict press. Finally, we're going to do some single kettlebell clean and jerks. And let's go ahead and have Twin 1 demonstrate 2 reps of the clean and jerk for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then the clean and jerk is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in and let's do 10 reps of the clean and jerk, 5 on each arm. So a couple things to keep in mind. With a kettlebell, it's always assumed that we're initiating the movement from the hang. So we will not be tapping the ground with the kettlebell. It's standard for us to do technically a hang clean and jerk. And so we're going to initiate by getting that kettlebell back between the legs, using those hips to pop it up to the shoulders, and then a second pop and punch overhead. So this is a two-part movement here that we want to see. We want to see a pop up to the shoulder, and then another pop and punch overhead. And we're using the power of the hips and the legs to get through both phases of this movement. And so good job here on the clean and jerk. Well, that is it for the activation phase. Now we're going to move on to the movement prep, which is where we're going to practice specifically the two moves that we're doing in today's workout. The first move is ring muscle ups, and the ring muscle up is going to look like this. So, as we can see, that's a crazy high skill movement there. And it takes some years to develop the proficiency and all of those foundational movements. Most of us don't have a set of rings at home. So we're actually going to do an at-home modification for the rings. That's also a good warm-up, even if we do have rings. We're going to do a double kettlebell clean and jerk. So if you happen to have a matching pair of kettlebells, let's go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, if we don't, which is totally fine, we can grab a light pair of dumbbells and we can do a similar move with two dumbbells. So to demonstrate the double kettlebell clean and jerk, let's go ahead and have Reb demonstrate 2 reps for us. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then that double kettlebell clean and jerk is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in here and let's do 10 reps of the kettlebell clean and jerk together. Now, like we mentioned, if we happen to have dumbbells instead of kettlebells, that is acceptable as well. And these are still going to be from the hang position, meaning we're going to initiate by getting those 2 dumbbells back, using the hips to power that up to the shoulders. And then we're going to pop and punch overhead. And so we're going to throw it back, pop it up to the shoulders, and then pop and punch overhead. And on that pop, we want to make sure that we get the feet wide enough to get those dumbbells through, but not excessively wide, because having those legs only wide enough to get through is going to help us to have the power needed, especially if we decide to go heavier later. Now, if we do happen to have a set of rings and we like to warm up to perhaps do the muscle up, then what we should do to warm up for that is now do a couple sets of static holds on those rings, do some dips on those rings. Underneath, we can do some L-sit pull-ups. And all of this actually can be explained in more detail in private sessions in which we can show you how to develop the capacity and where to track down the equipment for your space as well. We can consult on that as well in these private sessions. So for more information about that, please click the link that's in this video or message me directly for details. The second move that we are doing in today's workout is handstand walks. And as the name implies, that involves kicking into a handstand and walking it out. So as you can see, this is yet another high skill movement that does take some time to develop, but don't worry, we've got plenty of options for you today. The first option being inchworms. And so to demonstrate the inchworm, let's go ahead and have Bird Dog demonstrate 2 reps of the walking inchworm for us. So that was 1. That was 2. And if we are doing this from the seated position, then the inchworm is going to look like this. So let's everyone join in here and let's do about 5 reps of the inchworm. And so a couple things to keep in mind. We can either do this inchworm down to the plank like we just saw, or preferably if we can get down to that push-up position, like we see Twin One doing here, we're going to get all the way down, get that chest to the ground, pike those hips up, walk the feet into the hands, and then we're going to keep moving forward in this way. So good job here on these inchworms. The next move that we can do involves actually getting up the wall. It's a wall walk. And so to demonstrate the wall walk, let's go ahead and have Twin One demonstrate 1 rep for us. Now, as we can see, this is another higher skill body weight movement, and we've got some options here. It could be that, you know what, getting that high up on the wall is a bit intimidating for me, in which case we may choose to do a low wall walk. And let's go ahead and have Twin One demonstrate a rep of a low wall walk for us. Or it could be that, you know what, that inchworm is a better option for me. I'm just going to keep practicing that. And that's another great option. Now, if we are doing this from the seated position, then for the wall walk, what I'd like us to do is cross, cross, reach, raise. And then if we happen to have a chair with handles, I want us to try and push as high as we can into a bit of a dip on each rep there. So let's everyone join in here and let's go ahead and do about 2 to 3 practice reps of whatever version of the wall walk is good for us. So on that wall walk, we are starting with the chest on the ground and then initiating with the hips up, getting those feet up the wall as we are walking those hands back, getting as high as we feel comfortable. So we're starting with the chest on the ground, getting those hips up, and perhaps we can get a little bit higher each time. But whatever the case, if the inchworm is a better option for us, then that is completely fine as well. Now, another option for the handstand walk is handstand shoulder taps. And so the shoulder tap is going to be where we would kick into a handstand against the wall, and then we would shift the weight. And first, we want to definitely get used to shifting the weight before going to reach for the shoulder. And let's go ahead and demonstrate a couple kick-ups into a couple handstand shoulder taps. All right, so here are a couple reps of the handstand shoulder taps. So once again, this is a very high skill movement, the type of which we go over in more detail in private sessions. If you've never kicked up to a handstand before, let's not do that for the first time today. But perhaps something you would like to try is from the top of the wall walk position, if you want to experiment with shifting that weight, or perhaps even going for the shoulder tap. If you feel like you have enough shoulder stability to do that, that's yet another option for you. If you are going to practice some kick-ups and you've already been coached on how to do so, then here's a couple of reminders. Let's have twin one do a couple of handstand kick-ups here. So first, we want to make sure that we are kicking up the right distance from the wall. So notice how twin one is kicking up with those hands pretty close to the wall, but with enough distance to have a good angle. And she's got those heels on the wall, the butt off the wall. And we want to have a nice solid handstand position there. And let's go ahead and come down for a second. And here's just a quick tip to help us to know what's a good distance. We want to be what's called a cubit away from the wall, which is an elbow distance away from the wall. So before you even go to kick up, it's a good idea to put your fingertip up against the wall, see where your elbow is, and then just kind of finger spot that. Then bring your palm back to where that is. And anywhere within like an inch or two of that, preferably closer, is a good distance away to be. And that's going to be much more stability for you on that handstand kick-up. But more details in private sessions. Well, now it's ramp up time. If you've been doing this program long enough to earn some badges and you'd like to add some weight to those kettlebell clean and jerks to use either the scaled, intermediate, or RX weight, then let's start to gradually add some weight, doing about 5 practice clean and jerks at a time until we get to the weight that we want to use for our division. But if we have not been earning badges, or we're just getting back into this after a long time off, then please, let's not add any weight. That super light weight that we were just doing in the warm-up is going to be more than enough for us today. And whether we're adding weight or not, let's pay close attention to the following checklist. Number 1, please make sure your device is fully charged or plugged in so we can get through this whole workout without losing you. Number 2, let's grab some water. Let's take a sip. And let's make sure we got our water nearby so we could take a sip as needed all throughout the workout. Number 3, I'm going to give everyone a 3, 2, 1, go countdown. And that's how you can synchronize your timer with mine if you choose to use one. Number 4, music. Super important. Today, we really want some music that's going to help us get into focus mode, especially for these higher skill movements that we're working on. So, what's on your playlist? You can blast your music as loud as you want, as long as you can still hear me helping you throughout the workout. And lastly, how are we keeping track of these rounds? This is a 5-round workout, 2-minute rounds at a time. There's going to be definitely some legs flying, arms flying, and we want to keep track of how much we're getting done. So we should have some type of system in place to help us keep track of where we are without getting lost. The best thing for that is having the workout written down close by. So if you're a teacher's pet like Bird Dog, first to the screen, winning the Teacher's Pet Award today, Reb, very close second place. And of course, we've got Twin One as well. Let's go ahead and take a teacher's pet picture just to show how prepared you are. Teacher's pet picture in 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I'm going to bring the workout back on screen one more time here, and then we'll get going. So in just about a minute, we're going to start this timer, and we're about to do this Battle WOD, which is in 2 minutes. We're going to do 8 ring muscle ups and then as much of a handstand walk, a max distance handstand walk as we can. If we happen to have 5 feet at least that we can do the handstand walk, every 5 feet is going to equal a rep for today. If we're at that level of doing handstand walks. If we're still working on that and we're doing some other options, then here's a reminder of the other options that we have. We have handstand shoulder taps. So anytime we do each side, that is 1 rep, left, right, that's 2 reps, so on and so forth. Or it could be that we decide to just work on our handstand kickups today. Are we able to get up to the wall on the handstand kickup? After we've done those 8 clean and jerks, we're going to spend the rest of those 2 minutes doing some practice handstand kickups, if that's our case. Otherwise, we could choose to do some wall walks. And really, instead of focusing on the number of reps, I want us to focus on the height today. If we have the capacity to get all the way up on this wall walk, then I'd rather see us do less wall walks and get all the way up, as opposed to doing more wall walks and going lower. So that's just what we're going for here if you decide to do the wall walk option on the handstand walk. Other than that, we've got some inchworms or some walk the floors, and we can decide to do that for the handstand walk today. And reminder on those ring muscle ups, most of us don't have rings. We're doing 8 sets of those double kettlebell or double dumbbell hang clean and jerks. And especially for those of you who have been earning badges, I'd really like us to challenge ourselves on the heavy side for those. If we've not been earning badges, let's keep it light. Let's really just focus on the body weight skills today. So your score is going to be the amount of handstand walks or whatever option that you're doing for the handstand walk that you get done in those 2 minutes windows. And we're going to rest 2 minutes in between rounds. We're going to do this in 2 heats and make this an awesome battle. So we got this divided up into 2 heats. We're going to have Reb and Bird Dog in heat 1, and Twin 1 is going to be cheering them on, waiting her turn. And then she's going to be going in heat 2, being cheered on by our cheering squad. So here we go, guys. 2-minute rounds. We've got 8 double kettlebell or dumbbell hang clean and jerks. And then as many handstand walks or handstand kickups, shoulder taps, inchworms, wall walks, whatever option you're doing. We're just getting upside down, counting as many of that as we can do in the remaining time of those 2 minutes, going back and forth for 5 rounds. Starting in 10 seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off. And we got Reb on these clean and jerks. So she's deciding to go with some heavier dumbbells, as is Bird Dog, getting those dumbbells back between the legs, hitting that pop, hitting that punch. And we got our cheering squad over there.
Get it, girls. Hit that weight.
And after 8 of these, gonna be moving on to the upside down. So we've got Bird Dog choosing to do some wall walks for today.
Breathe.
Reb as well, choosing to do some wall walks. And like we said, guys, I want us to get all the way up nose to the wall if we can. Reb's getting that nose on the wall. I'd rather see less reps nose to wall than go fast, rep out a whole bunch of low wall walks, if at all possible. And looks like, yeah, we got Bird Dog all the way up. And Bird Dog going right into another one.
Good job, Bird Dog.
We got Reb actually switching things up, deciding to go for a handstand kick up there. And she's
job.
practicing handstand kick-ups. That's totally fine to mix and match if we're feeling confident and we want to try something, and especially if we've been coached on it before. 30 seconds. We got twin one getting into focus mode here. Bird dog repping out another one. Let's see if she can get one more rep there. We got Reb going for one more rep here. And let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. And here goes twin one on these hang, clean, and jerks. Also using some heavy dumbbells. And we got our cheering squad, Reb and Bird Dog.
So twin one, you got it. I love the weights. Go. Lifting heavy.
Twin one's the boss. Show us how it's done.
Getting those dumbbells back, jumping, punching overhead. So nice work here, guys. And here goes twin one. Going for some wall walks as well. And so let's see some nice high wall walks, getting that nose to the wall. All the way up. Boom, nose on the wall. All the way back down. Awesome. And nice work. Let's hear from our cheering squad here, guys.
Nice form. I love it.
You can do it. Just a couple more.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. To the wall. To the wall.
All the way up, all the way back down. And we got about 30 more seconds before Reb and Bird Dog get into their second round. And here goes twin one, taking a deep breath. And notice she's leading with the hips, then the legs. That's what saves that lower back there. All the way up, all the way down. 10 more seconds. Let's get ready.
One more.
3, 2, 1. And we are on round 2 over here. We got Bird Dog getting those dumbbells back. Reb as well, going for these heavy clean and jerks. So nice work here, guys. We are breathing, popping, punching, getting through this set. Twin one, just about recovering from that first round.
Good job, girls. Keep it up.
And we've got Bird Dog getting into these wall walks. She kept them all super high last round. Reb starting out with some handstand kick-ups here. So nice work, Reb. Super solid on the kick-ups.
Good job. Get
Bird
it,
Dog
dog.
all the way up, all the way down.
Good job.
Cheering squad. We got twin one and Kirby over there sending some love.
All right. Good job. Keep going.
And we got just about 30 more seconds before switching, and it looks like we got Bird Dog deciding to do some of these inchworms. And that's the power of all these options. If we feel maxed out on one of the moves, we can still keep moving. But twin one on deck, getting ready to go in 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Bottom of the second for twin one. Hitting these hang, clean, and jerks. And that second round was a doozy, right, Reb and Bird Dog? But thank goodness for these 2-minute rests while we're cheering on our friends.
It's only 2 minutes. We can do 2 minutes of something.
Clock is ticking. You got it. Keep pushing. It'll be over before you know it.
Twin one. Finished with the dumbbells. Let's go back into some nice high wall walks there. And so there she goes, taking that deep breath in, leading with the hips. And then getting all the way up. Nose to the wall. Boom.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
Down. Cheering squad, sending some
Woo.
love your way.
That's tough. She's doing great. You got this.
Good job, twin one. Showing us how it's done.
Just over 30 more seconds. Let's get another couple reps. Kirby cheering you on as well.
Your mascot says you can do it. You can do it.
And Rev and Bird Dog getting ready for the top of the third here in about 20 more seconds. Let's get one more rep here, one more rep here, all the way up. Nose on the wall, back down. Top of the third here in 3, 2, 1. Top of the third. Rev getting those heavy dumbbells back and up. Throwing it back, pop and punch. Throwing it back, pop and punch. Twin one feeling the burn on that second round.
Oh, for sure.
Getting that score.
Come on, girls.
Bird Dog done with the dumbbells. Reb done with the dumbbells. About to get upside down. So here comes Bird Dog. Going all the way up.
Good job.
Getting that nose to the wall. All the way back down.
Good job.
Reb hitting some solid kick-ups there.
Oh, Rev.
What I'd like to challenge you to do, Reb, since you're solid on those kick-ups, let's now try to hold a handstand off the wall. So you kick your heels to the wall and then slowly take your heels off and count the amount of seconds you can hold that handstand. Boom, there she goes. Yep. That's just another way to add some more challenge here. And we got Bird Dog doing some inchworms here, but at least starting out the round with a couple high wall walks. Twin one sending some love your way along with Kirby, but getting ready for the bottom of the third here in about 15 seconds. So here goes Reb. About to hit another handstand. Balance, nice. 3, 2, 1, and here goes twin one. Bottom of the third, throwing those dumbbells back. Popping, punching. Popping, punching. Let's get through it. Let's get to it. And we're really starting to feel it now, right, Bird Dog?
I could do this in my sleep.
Most definitely. Muscle ups in the dreams. But we got twin one finishing off with these heavy dumbbells. About to hit some more high wall walks here. And there she goes. And everyone, by the way, hitting exactly the target window we're looking for. We're looking for about a little over a minute's worth of handstand stuff. And so those 8 hang clean and jerks are taking you guys exactly what we're looking for, about 40-ish, 50-ish seconds to get through. And boom, All the way up, all the way down. Let's hear from our cheering squad over here.
Wow, I'm just impressed. That's awesome. It's a mind game. Just keep pushing.
I'm gonna be strong like Denise when I grow up. Go twin one.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Second that.
Getting all the way up, nose to the wall. All the way back down. Deep breath in, hips first. 10 more seconds. We can finish this out. And we got Bird Dog and Reb on deck.
Good job, twin one.
2, 1. Top of the fourth here. This round is where it really starts to get real. We want to focus here. We don't want to slide too much. It's not quite the last round, but we are getting there. We are getting close to it. So let's stay focused. Let's keep moving.
Come on, girls. Keep it up.
Jumping that up, punching that out. Finishing right on cue. And we got Reb as well.
Good job.
And we are doing this, guys, getting a little over a minute of handstand practice each round. We got Reb counting the seconds. Yes, getting some more balance there.
Good job.
We got Bird Dog as well.
Good job, Bird Dog.
Nice work here, guys. And let's stay the course. Let's keep getting as high as we possibly can.
Just breathe through it. Just breathe.
Bird Dog starting off each round with some of those wall walks and then doing some inchworms.
Good job, Reb.
Reb getting more and more balanced. Kirby getting more and more impressed.
Yeah.
Twin one on deck in about 15 seconds. Let's close this out, close this out. Twin one going in. 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Twin one, bottom of the fourth. Popping that up, punching that out. Popping that up, punching that out. Nice work here. Let's do this, guys. And Bird Dog and Reb definitely feeling it, huh?
One more. One more.
Feeling something.
Twin one closing out these dumbbells here.
Go twin one. Go twin one.
Moving on to those wall walks.
On to the fun part, getting upside down.
And here we go. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Hips first. Getting high up the wall.
Don't even think about it. Just do it.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Woo! Got it.
There it is.
Work. Let's
Push,
go.
push.
Let's go. Cheering
another.
squad getting
Got
super
it.
hyped.
Got it. She's got
Go
it.
twin one. Go twin one. You can do it. One more. One more.
One more.
And they're absolutely right. Just one more round for Reb and Bird Dog in about 20 seconds here. So let's go, let's go. Boom. And down. Last round coming up for Reb and Bird Dog in 3, 2, 1. And we are off. Last round for Reb and Bird Dog. And then Twin One and Kirby in their last rest before their last round.
All right, girl. Last round.
This is it. Hitting that pop and punch.
Got this.
Nice work. Let's go. Let's go. And let's see if we can get one more super high wall walk here, Bird Dog, all the way up, nose to the wall. And there she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Nice. Boom.
Good job.
All the way back. Staying focused. Reb on these kick-ups.
Come on, Reb. Good job, Reb.
Staying balanced. Yep. Cheering squad. Sending some love your way.
All right. Good job, girl.
Bird Dog doing all the wall walks.
Come on, Bird Dog.
Hips first. Getting back, getting back, getting back. All the way up, all the way down.
Good job.
20 more seconds here.
Hit it, girls.
And we got twin one on deck, getting ready to go in just under 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and twin one on this last round here. Hitting that pop and punch. And nothing left but cheering for Bird Dog and Reb. How you guys feeling right about now?
Glad it was 5 rounds and not 6.
That's the
Yeah,
truth.
breathe. I need a break.
So nice work here, guys. We got twin one on this last round, moving some heavy dumbbells. Those are not light dumbbells. Throwing it back, popping and punching.
Come on, twin one.
There goes twin one.
Just a couple wall walks. You're in the home stretch.
You're gonna feel so good when it's over. Yep, home stretch.
All the way up every single time. Let's get that nose to the wall. Hips first. Boom. All the way back down. Cheering squad, sending you some love.
Ooh, that's awesome. Keep on going. You'll be glad when this one's over. Sense of accomplishment coming up.
Almost there. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Boom. Nose on the wall again. All the way back down. 30 more seconds. Deep breath in. Hips first.
You got another.
Boom, nose on the wall, all the way back down. 10 more seconds. Let's get a low one. Let's get a low one.
One more.
3, 2, 1, and we'll give you that one. That is time, man. And the cheering squad couldn't be happier. Well, what a historic battle that was today. And you have most definitely earned yourself a cool down stretch. This stretch is super important to help us fight soreness and increase flexibility, so we can come back day after day, staying consistent and committed. So the first stretch that we're going to do today is the scorpion. And that's going to be where we lay face down. And we've got those arms out to the side. And we are going to get the left foot going right as close as we can to the right hand. And while we're here, let's hear some high-low buffalo. So let's hear first from Reb. And if we're doing this from the seated position, then we're going to get the left elbow up and pull to the right like this. But what is your high-low buffalo rep?
My high, I guess, I think was just the format. I like that, we can cheer each other on and get cheered on, so that kept me going. My low was just getting upside down. I have a bad wrist, and that was not letting me do wall walks today, so I'm sad I couldn't do wall walks with my friends here. And the buffalo is attempting to balance upside down, so thanks for giving me that extra challenge.
And that just shows there's always something we can get better at. Very important to listen to our body, but that doesn't mean we're completely out of the game. And you were working on a very important skill, which is handstand balance. So good job there, Reb. And let's go ahead and hit scorpion on the other side. So we've got those arms out to the side, and we got the right foot going left, as close as we can to the left hand like this. And while we're on this side, let's hear from Bird Dog. What was your high-low buffalo today? If we're doing this from the seated position, we're getting the right elbow up and pulling to the side like this.
Well, my high was, I was really proud that my nose made contact to the wall a few times, so I was proud of that. Low was also the wall walk, so my arms felt like gelatin, like already in like round 2. So I'm like, oh, how am I going to do this? But I always try to just push and do a few at the start of each round, and that was my buffalo. Like a little bit of rest, I was able to just get pumped up and hit it again, and I was surprised at myself that I was able to get a couple. So I was proud.
And that's how this goes. That's another advantage of this format, where we've got some time to just kind of do whatever it is we can do. And hey, maybe we challenge ourselves, maybe we pull out a performance that we didn't even think we could. So good job there, Bird Dog. Let's now switch to the dragon. So on the dragon, we're going to get into a nice long lunge, kneeling position. And we're going to lean into it like this. And while we're here, let's hear from Twin 1. And if we're doing this from the seated position, we're going to twist toward the right, holding on to whatever we need to. But what is your high-low buffalo for today?
My high was the double dumbbell clean and jerk. The low was the wall walk. But the buffalo was that I was able to do as many as I did. I think it was from the cheering, because I don't think if I didn't have that cheering, I think I would have been like, man, I don't have to go all the way up. But everyone was like, come on, you can do it. Touch the wall. So I think that totally helped me get all those wall walks.
It's amazing the power of the group and how we can really be motivated and encouraged to do stuff that we didn't think we could do at first, but it is deep down within us. And let's go ahead and hit dragon on the other side now. And we mentioned at the beginning of this episode that this program's helped hundreds of our Fit Crew family to live their best life. And today we want to hear from Reb. How long have you been doing this program and how has it helped you? And if we're doing this stretch from the seated position, we're now twisting toward the left, holding on to whatever we need to.
So I've been doing this since about May of 2020, and it's helped me by giving me a program to actually stick to. It's been said that the best fitness program is the one that you will do. And so I've tried a lot of things before this, but this is the first time I've actually stuck with anything. And it's because it's never boring. It's, there's such a variety and it's effective. So I want to keep coming back, and just the group that we do it with keeps me going. So for the first time in my life, I'm consistent working out, and that has just helped me get stronger and be just more healthy in every way.
Agreed on all counts there. And let's remember, you are part of this very same amazing group. So thank you, Reb, for everything you contribute to our Fit Crew family. Well, that's our WOD, that's our stretch, that's our high-low buffalo. You know what's left, this sweaty selfie. Because does this count if we don't take this selfie? Let's flex on the camera here, guys, and let's take this selfie. Sweaty selfie in 3, 2, 1. And crazy face. And let's put the fists in the middle for the cheer. On 3, 2 claps. Fit crew. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Fit crew.
Fit crew. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoy this program, then please give this channel a subscribe, a like, and a share. Thank you very much, and see you next time.